Hello students, welcome to Science Learning Gateway. Today we'll start class 6 Science NCERT chapter number 1, that is food, where does it come from? Means we'll read about the definition of food, different components of food and the source from which we get the food. So generally what is the definition of food? Food is any substance from which we get energy and it helps us to grow also. In your junior classes, you have read that definition. From food, we get energy and it helps us to grow also. So what are different components of food? What are the different components of food? The different components of food are vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, proteins, etc. Okay, these are the different components of food. And what are the sources of the food? From where do we get the food? We get the food from the plants and the animals. So what are the examples of food which we get from the plants? Can you tell me? Yes, some of the example of food which we get from plants are wheat, rice, sugar, vegetables, fruits, etc. And what are the examples of food which we get from the animals? Milk, meat, egg, butter, ghee, etc. These are the things which we have to read in this chapter. First of all, we'll discuss the definition of food. What is food? Okay. It is the nutritious substance. Nutritious substance means it contains the nutrients like vitamins, food, proteins, fats, minerals, etc. It is a nutritious substance that people or animals, people will also eat, means human beings or animals eat or drink, or that plants absorb in order to maintain life and growth. So the simple definition of food is it is a nutritious substance that people or animal eat or drink or the plant will absorb. From where do they absorb? From the soil in order to maintain their life and growth. Means the function of food is to maintain their life and growth. It is essential for both plants and animals. Without food, the plant and animal will not survive. It is important for both plants and animals. Examples of food are rice, chapati, dal, milk, butter, sugar, bread, vegetables, fruits, etc. These are the different examples of food. Okay, for example, in your lunch box today you have brought rice, okay, and your friend has brought chapati. So the food which we eat in everyday life, it differs from person to person. You will eat different food, your friend will eat different food, but the function of food is same. It helps us to give energy and it helps us to grow and maintain our life. In different parts of our country, India also, people are eating different types of food. In north, people will eat different food, but in south, people will eat different food. It varies from place to place, but the function of food is same. Okay. Now we'll discuss the uses of food in our body or the functions of food in our body. The first function of food in our body is it give us energy. Okay, it give us energy. Second one, it help us to grow. Third one, it helps to maintain body function and maintain good health. The first function, it give us energy. If we will not eat food, what will happen? We will not get energy. We cannot do our work. We cannot do our daily activities. Suppose if you will not eat food for 1 or 2 days, you will feel weak. You cannot study that time. You cannot play that time. You will feel weak for that time. So the first function of food is it give us energy. Okay. The second function of food is it help us to grow. If you will not eat the food, what will happen? Your height will not increase. Your body weight will not increase. So in order to grow our body, we need food. Third is it helps to maintain body function. In our body, different types of functions are going on. Example, digestion, excretion, transportation, etc. Different organs will perform different functions. For example, lung will perform different function, heart will perform different function, and even our muscles, nerves, blood vessels, etc. they will perform different functions. So in order to maintain the body functions, what we need food, and it also maintain good health. If we will not eat food in a correct proportion or correct time, what will happen? We'll suffer from many diseases. So in order to avoid those diseases, we need food. So these are the three functions of food. Next is ingredients. What do you understand by the word ingredients? Ingredients means the components or the things which we need to prepare our food. You have seen in different recipes that ingredient list is given. Means what are the food materials we need to prepare a particular food item. For example, to make a cake, what we need? We need sugar, we need butter, we need the baking powder, baking soda, etc. And of course the maida or the refined flour. These things we need to prepare a cake. So these are the what? These are the components or materials or the ingredients to make a cake. Now we'll discuss the definition of ingredient. The components or material required to prepare a food item is called ingredients. Okay, these are the parts of a food item and it is called ingredient. For example, for making sambar, what we need for making a sambar? Different types of vegetables, oil, spices, salt, etc. we need for making the sambar. The ingredient is the material or component required to prepare a food item. Next we'll discuss food material and sources. Means from where do we get the food from? The food which we eat every day comes from plants and animals. From where do we get this food? From the plants and animals, of course. Okay. Now we'll see the examples of food which we get from the plant. Rice, wheat, pulses, vegetables, fruits, etc. we get from the plants. And what things we get from the animals? Milk, meat, egg, butter, ghee, etc. we get from the animals. Our next topic is plant product and animal product as food. Okay, what are the different plant products and animal products we use as a food? First we'll discuss plant products. The food products that we get from plants are called plant products. So what are plant products? The food products or the food which we get from the plants are called plant products. Example, carrot, potato, cabbage, cauliflower, mango, sugarcane, rice, wheat, mustard seeds, etc. You know that different parts of plant we used to eat. For example, we eat the roots of a plant also. We eat the stem of a plant also. We eat the leaves also, and even we eat the flowers of a plant also. For example, carrot and potato. Carrot is the root of a plant. Potato is the stem of a plant. Cabbage, it is the leaf of a plant. Okay. Then mango is the fruit of a plant. Stem is also the stem. These rice and wheat, these are the fruits of a plant. Mustard seed, these are the seeds of a plant. So different parts of plants we use to eat in our day-to-day life. Now we'll discuss animal products. The products that we get from the animals are called animal products. Example, milk, butter, meat, egg, honey, etc. we get from the animals. Okay. These are the animal products and the plant products. Now we'll look at the diagram of parts of a plant. You can see the diagram of a plant. It's given in your textbook also. Okay. We'll start from these roots. You can see the roots. We have the primary root and the secondary root. This primary root and the secondary root is known as root system. Primary root is the main root, and these small type of branches coming from this primary root are called the secondary root. Next, what we have the bud, which changes into flower after some time. After that, we have a dot-like structure, which is called node. The distance between two nodes is called internode. Okay, from the node what comes? That the branches or the leaves comes from the node. Next we have the leaf. This is a stem. These are the fruits. These are the flowers. This flower, fruit, stem, leaf, node, internode and bud. It consists of the root system, and this root consists of the root system, and this consists of the shoot system. So we have two system in a plant, shoot system and the root system. Next we will discuss what do animals eat. Okay. The method of eating or choice of food followed by living organism is known as food habit. Means different types of animals have different types of food habits. Okay, different types of animals have different types of food habits. So on the basis of that, we used to classify animals into three bases. For example, a rabbit. What does that rabbit eat? It eats grass. Okay, so we have three types of animals on the basis of their food habit. First is herbivores. Herbivores, it comes from the word herbs. The animals which eat only plants. Okay, you have to remember this one. The animals which eat only plants are called herbivores. Example, cow, goat, etc. What they used to eat? Grass, plants, etc. Okay, the animals which eat only plants are called herbivores. Next one is carnivores. The animals which eat only animals are called carnivores. Example, lion, tiger, etc. Okay, which will eat only animals are called carnivores. Example, lion, tiger. They used to eat other animals also, so they are called carnivores. Next one is omnivores. Animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivores. Okay, they will eat both plants and animals are called omnivores. Example, bears also. You can write human beings also. Humans also eat both plants and animals, so they are considered as omnivores. You have to remember the definition of herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores will eat only plants. Carnivores will eat only animals and omnivores will eat both plants and animals. You have to remember the definition of these things. Okay. So we have finished this chapter. I hope you have understood it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay. Okay. I will provide you the notes of this chapter, question answers and everything. And then we'll discuss the next chapter. Thank you.